Assalamu alaikum guys, how are you all? Welcome to my diner diary. So today first we'll be making the beetroot cutlets. For that we need to boil the vegetables, and here I have one medium sized carrot which I have cut into two pieces, and here I have two beetroots and two potatoes, so all are medium sized. Now I'm putting all these in the cooker and add water as needed, and we are going to pressure cook this. So we are going to leave the whistle for 2. And now it's done. So in a pan I took around 3 tablespoons of oil, 1 medium sized finely chopped onions, saute the onions well, and here I have 2 green chilies which I have finely chopped. Add this as well. So add salt as required, saute well, and I'm adding 1 teaspoon of ginger garlic paste. Saute until the smell goes away. And now 1 teaspoon of cumin powder, 1 teaspoon of red chili powder, saute well. Just saute for 2 seconds and add around 4 to 5 tablespoons of water so that the spices doesn't burn. And here I have the boiled and grated beetroot. Remove all the excess water out and add it to the prepared onion mixture. Saute this also well. And here I have the same mashed and grated potatoes. And next is the the grated carrots. Mix all the veggies and saute well. And here I am adding some salt as required. So you can taste and then add salt. And here I have 2 tablespoons of flour. I am adding that. So once the batter is very cooled, then we'll add the maida. You can see I have took a very big sized lemon sized ball. Make it to a patty shape. And it's done. So repeat the same with all the leftover mixture. So here the patty is ready, and here I have all-purpose flour. I'm going to give the first coating. Repeat the same process with all the prepared cutlets. So the next coating, I'm just going to dip it inside of water, and again we are going to coat the all-purpose flour. So that's all. This is the coating. And after doing this, you can also freeze this. This will stay up to a month, and it's ready. So you can put this in an airtight container or in a Ziploc bag, and you can freeze this. So whenever it's needed, you can just take and do the shallow fry. So now we are going to shallow fry. For that I added some ghee. You can also add oil, and I'm adding the cutlets. So don't keep on turning it towards the sides. Only once it's done, you're going to turn it. So now you can see how perfectly it's getting cooked. And now after around 5 to 7 minutes, I'm turning the sides. Because it's vegetable cutlet, it will be very soft, so be careful when you turn it. And it's done. So that's all. This was the first recipe, and now we are going to make this perfect chicken tikka crepes. You will also get the separate videos in the channel, so do check it out. So these are the ingredients needed for chicken tikka crepe. Let's start with the batter. We need 2 eggs. Beat it well. Some salt as required, and 1.5 cup of milk, which is 250 ml. Mix this as well. So now I have 1 cup of all-purpose flour, which I'll be adding gradually. Don't add all together. So mix it well without lumps, and 1/2 cup of water. So this is the last, and 2 tablespoons of oil. Finished. So the batter is ready. You can see how thick the batter is looking. So keep it aside for the rest. Now we'll prepare the chicken tikka mixture. For that I took around 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil. Here I have 1 cup of boneless chicken which I have cut into small pieces. Add this as well and saute. So mix it quickly because when we add chicken first it will stick. So here I have 1 medium-sized sliced onions. Saute this as well. And 2 to 3 green chilies which I have finely chopped. 1 teaspoon of red chili powder, half teaspoon of pepper powder, some salt as required, 1 teaspoon of cumin powder, half teaspoon of chaat masala powder. Add all the spices. Do not add water to this because the chicken itself will leave water. Mix it. So once all the masalas are mixed, add 1.5 teaspoon of ginger garlic paste, 1 medium-sized capsicum and carrot. That's all. It's finished. 1.5 teaspoon of soy sauce and 1 tablespoon of tomato ketchup. So the filling is also ready. Now we'll make the crepes. For that I have greased the pan with some oil. You can also grease with butter. I'm adding 1/4 cup of the crepe batter. Rotate it like a dosa. If you want, you can just seal the sides with the butter so that it removes easily. And it's ready. So repeat the same and make all the crepe batters. So here are the crepes ready. You can see how perfect it looks. Now I'm adding around 1 tablespoon of mozzarella cheese and the chicken tikka filling around 2 tablespoons. You can add as your taste. Now seal it all towards the sides, all the 4 sides. So this is the crepe batter which I am applying so that it sticks well, it doesn't come out. So that's all. Repeat the same process. And here are the tikkas ready. So this crepe batter will make around 10 to 12 tikkas, crepes. So you can also freeze this. After doing this process, add it in a airtight container and freeze. Now for shallow fry, I took around 2 to 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil. Here are the crepe. Add it and cook on medium flame. Turn towards the other side. So you can see it has a very perfect golden colored sides and it's done. So our tikka crepe is ready. And now it's time to serve. You can serve with tomato ketchup or with mint chutney. So let me cut and show you guys how perfect it looks from inside. So here is the chicken tikka crepe. So that's all guys, the second recipe is done. Now we're going to make the third one. The third one is the JALAR mutton patties, which is similar like a crepe but with a quick twist, and this is more interesting especially for kids. So do try this recipe and let me know if you liked it, because usually everyone makes crepes, but this is a unique recipe. For that I took 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Some salt is required. I took half teaspoon. Then 2 pinches of baking soda. Mix all the dry ingredients. So it's the ratio of 1 cup flour, 1 egg. So I'm adding 2 cups. That's why I took 2 eggs. Then 2 cups of coconut milk. Here we are not going to use milk. It's only coconut milk. So add the coconut milk gradually. Don't add all together. So mix it well with no lumps, and here is the result. This is the batter. So as I told, it's a unique recipe. Here I have the JALAR's bottle, which you can see it's hold bottle. If you don't have this, you can also use a normal plastic bottle with some holes in it. So pour all and it's ready. Keep it aside. Now we'll make the filling. So for the filling I took 3 tablespoons of oil, some crushed ginger around 1 tablespoon, then around 1 tablespoon of garlic which I have crushed. Saute both. And here I have 3 medium-sized roughly sliced onions, then 2 green chilies which I have finely chopped, some salt as required. Saute well. 1.5 teaspoon of turmeric powder, 1.5 teaspoon of red chili powder, 1.5 teaspoon of garam masala powder. So these are the very less masalas, that's all. Here I have around 250 to 300 grams of cooked mutton. I have cooked it and I have cut into small pieces. And lastly, some coriander leaves. So our mixture is also ready. Now we are making the jalar rotis. For that you can see how I am pouring. Do not press the bottle very much. So after pouring like this, you can see it is very perfectly shaped in a flower. I was greasing it with some oil mixed with ghee. We are not going to turn it towards the other side, it's only one side turning. So make sure that the holes are not very big because we are going to stuff. So the rotis are ready. We are adding egg to it, just giving an egg wash. Then putting one more layer of the jalar roti. Again the egg wash. And we are keeping the mutton filling inside. And just like crepes, we are going to fold it all the 4 sides and we are going to seal it. So after running the 2 sides, again give an egg wash so that the other 2 sides stick on it. So that's all. After doing this, you can also freeze this one as I told. Put it in an airtight container and store it. So now for the shallow fry, I took around 2 to 3 tablespoons of oil. Here are the jalar. So the part where I have closed, I'll be keeping this down and cooking first so that it doesn't come out when we turn towards the other side. Okay, now the flip, and you can see how perfect it is. It's all cooked well, it's crunchy and very delicious. Serve this with tomato ketchup or with chutney. It will be very perfect. I'll break one and show you guys. So you can see your kid is going to love this. Try this unique recipe and let me know. So let me just break and show you how it looks from inside. Wow, it's very perfect. So now let's make the last 4th iftar dish, which is the chicken rolls. This is also very perfect and very delicious. You can see how perfect it looks from inside. Your kid is going to love this recipe, I'm sure. So these are the ingredients needed for the chicken crispy rolls. As usual, first we'll make the batter. For that I took 2 eggs, some salt as required, beat it well. Then I'm adding 1 cup of milk. Mix this also well. 2 tablespoons of oil. Now here I have 1 cup of all-purpose flour, which I'm adding gradually. As I always say, don't add all together or else the lumps will form. Add little by little so that there are no lumps. And it will also be easy to cook. Just mix it. Now finally half cup of water. Keep it aside. Now for the filling, I took 2 to 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil, 300 grams of cooked and shredded chicken, 1 medium-sized sliced onions, 2 green chilies, saute well, 1 medium-sized carrots, then 1 medium-sized green capsicum. Now mix all the veggies. So the masalas are going to be very usual. Some salt is required, 1 teaspoon of pepper powder, 1 teaspoon of cumin powder, half teaspoon of chaat masala powder, and 1 teaspoon of red chili powder. That's all. Saute well. Add around 5 tablespoons of water so that it sticks properly. Then I have 4 tablespoons of cream. Add it and mix. Now you can see the filling is sticky. So now I'm making the crepes. For that I added around 1.5 the spoon of the batter. Roll it, and here it formed like a dosa. Now flip towards the other side. You can see it's very soft and perfect. So here are the crepes ready. Now we are going to fill it and do the roll. You can see how soft it is. It will not tear. Now let's get started. So here are the chicken filling which I prepared. Add around 1.5 tablespoon as you needed. I'm making it quite thick, so I'm taking around 2 tablespoons. Place it in a cylindrical shape. seal both the sides first, then we will roll it, or else what happens is from the sides the mixture will come out. So roll it slowly and just keep it aside, because later on we'll stick the edges. Repeat the same. So here I have the all-purpose slurry, which is 1 tablespoon of flour plus around 2 to 3 tablespoons of water. We're going to seal this edge with it. So here I have a brush and I'm going to seal. Add very little of the slurry and turn this. Finish. It's sticked and it's not going to come out now. And now we are going to do the coating. For that I took around 3 eggs, which I have beaten very well. We are not going to add any spices, only the egg it is. Here I have homemade breadcrumbs. If you want the recipe of this, do let me know, we'll share it. Here I took the rolls, dip it in the egg properly and coat with the breadcrumbs. Make sure you dip all the sides and it's ready. So at this stage you can also freeze this. Prepare the same with all. So you can see the rolls are ready. If you want to make and freeze this, add it in a tight container, keep it in the freezer. It will come up to 1 month. So we are going to do deep fry now. You can see the oil is very hot and I have added the rolls. Now after 3 minutes we will turn the other side. You can see it is looking very crispy. You can see the brownish color. It's done. So remove it from the oil, remove all the excess oil, and it is perfectly cooked. You can see it looks very pretty. Now let me just cut and show you how it looks from inside. So for this Eid, you all are going to try my new dishes. So I have showed you guys 4 new iftar recipes. You can make all of these and you can also store them, which is very easy in the Ramadan days. So do give it a try and let me know which recipe you like the most. Do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to click on the bell icon.